Hey guys, Sunday, fun day, and it's time for paint talk. We are starting a brand new piece of furniture, guys. Don't panic right now. For those of you freaking out, this is not an antique. I had several people say, please do not paint this, guys. I don't know. This is only like 20 years old. It's just time for a new look. I got it really, really inexpensively from someone that had been trying to sell it for a really long time, guys. Nobody else wanted it. But I knew I could give it a new look. So if you pop on, say hello. I am currently just setting up Instagram right now, so those peeps can enjoy as well. There's Delisa and Meg and Papa Mac and Irene. I had the pleasure of seeing some of Miss Irene's work, you all. She's on YouTube. And I saw some of her work. And I was encouraging her to continue to post her work. She's a beautiful artist, just like so many of you on here as well. Hello, Kathleen and Carol and Derek, Karen and Ellie's here. And now we're on the gram. Okay, we are going to start working on this. And like I was just saying a second ago, nobody panic. This is not an antique. This thing is only like 20 years old. I got it for a steal on Marketplace because, well, nobody else wanted it. So, you know, we waited and waited and waited, and finally we went and snagged it. So it's one of those things that just needs a different look because nobody else wanted it. Has this gorgeous hardware. We're going to start with a Shipwrecked Verdigris Wax, which as you can see is turquoise. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi. I am so glad you guys are here. Thank you. I see you on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you for saying happy birthday to me. It's officially tomorrow, but since it's the weekend, well, we celebrated today and yesterday, and we did some baseball yesterday and today. But it's a cool piece. We have the top sitting here and the bottom over here, and eventually he'll lift it up, right? Mm-hmm. Not alone, with some extra muscle. I am not tan. The lighting is messed up, but I was out in the sun. I was out in the sun. So I'm 45 tomorrow on March 8th. Thank you for being here and spending the eve of my birthday with me. I'm going to use the Shipwrecked Wax. I have not used it in a while, and I'm actually just going to see how this does by putting it inside all of this. This piece is going to be, the main color will be Old 57. So we're going to go in with some deep shades of turquoise. I think it's going to look really awesome with the color of this nail head trim and this huge, well, what do you call this? Medallion. It's got beautiful scroll work. The bottom is just as beautiful, each drawer. Michelle found it on Marketplace for us again. And the other thing I have is I have some more samples. I don't know if you guys remember Debbie from DIY Paint. She had given me some pigment when I was in Albuquerque and to just play around with. And I have some bright yellow. I'm going to actually see what the bright yellow looks like in Water Lily for the base coat, as well as I have Marquee Red that I'm going to mix the bright yellow in with too. So even though the main color is going to be this Old 57 Verdigris Wax, the Shipwrecked Wax on the hardware, we've got to come in with a bright, bold base coat. You know how I like that stuff. So I've got my 6-inch brush, my VIP, available on my website. I've got my tray out. I'm going to pour some different colors. You sure are quiet. You sleeping?
No, I'm good. Just doing a lot of talking over there.
Just doing a lot of talking over there. Teaspoon, hello. Hello, hello. StreamYard has lost access to your Facebook. But don't worry, we've got you covered. What?
Excuse me?
I don't know. Did it drop off everybody off of YouTube or Facebook?
Nope.
They're still on there?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
I'm still on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
I don't know though. So far, I think are you delayed?
No. Well, I mean, I'm a little delayed.
I only see comments from YouTube now showing up. I don't see any comments from Facebook.
No, still see it. Terry Carter just commented. I still see you.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. I don't see that comment from Carrie Carter, so something's going on.
Yep, you're still good, huh?
Okay.
They're keep commenting.
Okay.
Well, now YouTube just went out. What'd you do? Oh, now Facebook just went out.
We're okay. Hold on. Hold on.
What'd you do?
StreamYard's telling me what to do.
Oh.
Nope, we're back on.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah,
On YouTube now.
We're back on. It was telling me that I needed to reconnect, so my apologies. Okay, what I have is I have a wax brush that I like to use with colored waxes. So the actual first thing I'm going to do is just dab a little bit. Look at this luscious, huge jar of turquoise wax. I'm going to go straight into this medallion.
I knew that'd be the first thing you would do.
How can I avoid it?
You
I
just
mean, look at it.
You couldn't stand it.
Ah, look at this gorgeous thing. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna get my round.
So is that basically you're taking that as your centerpiece and you're just really, really excited about that?
Yes. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Passionate Pigment, do not send me money. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you for the birthday. Oh, Tanya, that's so nice. Thank you so much. We went and watched some baseball today. Watched baseball yesterday. I recorded a podcast with creative Kathy Nichols, you guys. If you are on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you're watching Kathy Nichols. She is a mixed media artist, and I had the best conversation with her. I was so inspired. She's in Asheville, North Carolina. And, well, this is just stunning. Let's hope that it dries just like this and hardens really nicely. I'm going to do my best not to touch it from here on out. This looks really good. Now, this has nail head trim. This is going to be the trickiest part of this. This has nail head trim and texture here. This is kind of looks almost like a leather texture. And then the bottom piece has the same nail head trim around the drawers. So yeah, I'm using the wax first. So I'm really not, if I put wax all over the nail head trim and down in here, I'm still going to end up having to paint. So I'm going to do it reverse for the nail head because I'm going to paint first and then I will come back. But this looks so beautiful. Are you seeing this, Woods?
Yes, I can see it.
What?
It looks like just like a copper patina.
Well, it's called verdigris.
Well, I know. What I'm saying is it looks like copper that, has been aged outside.
It's so beautiful. So that is just going to give you an indication of where we're going with this makeover. We are going to give it a base coat in some brighter colors. I'm playing around with some pigment that DIY has some new things coming out, FYI, very, very soon. And I've been allowed to play around and sample them. So I'm going to mix some bright yellow pigment in with my marquee and see what kind of orange I can get. And then I'm going to mix some bright yellow pigment in with my water lily. Okay. So let's do that. And let's see what color we get. And then I'm going to figure out what color I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to make sure you guys see the top of this. Instagram sees it, but Facebook and YouTube haven't seen the top. Check it out. Janae, right? The ball games, we lost. We lost all weekend, guys. Both boys.
It wasn't a great weekend as far as baseball is concerned.
No, but it was good otherwise. Like I said, we had a birthday dinner at my mom's yesterday. Hope you have a great birthday tomorrow. In case I don't get to see you, thank you, Heather Watson. I appreciate it. My mother-in-law just left. Matt's mom brought me some clothes and surprised me with some brownies with icing on it. Okay, so yellow pigment, and I've got water lily, and I'm just going to kind of see how this affects the blue, the periwinkle of the water lily. So when I was with Debbie Beard in Albuquerque, she sent me home with some samples of colors. And I wanted to play around.
Texas Road Runner. Is this an armoire?
Yes, this is just the top part. The bottom part's sitting over to the side of it. We haven't raised it up. I wanted to be able just to kind of sit down with you guys today. We're going to do another armoire. We really love that. We're going to see what color we get when we mix our blue and our yellow and see if we like this.
Going to get a green.
We are going to get a shade of green, and I'm just really curious what shade.
Are you going for like a light green? Or are you going for a dark green? Or do you not know?
I wanted it to be, because this was a periwinkle and a bright yellow, I really kind of wanted it to be brighter. And I may fail at that completely, but that's kind of what I'm going to. Guys, this is going to be the background. This is going to be the backdrop. So the main color on this piece is going to be thick, gorgeous turquoise. So far, I'm not liking this color at all. I think it's a fail. I think we failed. So it's just like, it kind of just turned into apothecary, which is not a fail for or skeleton key. Look, it's like gray. So periwinkle and bright yellow, it's a no-go. Nope, I don't like it. I think it stinks. It's kind of like an antique turquoise is kind of what we have. And since I'm wanting bold color, I'm definitely not going to be using this one. I don't like it. See what I mean, Matt?
Yes, Teaspoon, I will take care of that. She wanted me to give you a big old hug for your birthday.
Oh, thank you. Teaspoon, thank you for birthday hugs. Thank you, thank you. I know we have a ton of March birthdays coming up here in this group. Nope, it's I don't like it. All right, so we put our wax on here, guys. If you have not tried the Shipwrecked Wax, tell me why. Why wouldn't you? It's delicious.
Derek says, on to the next color.
Yeah, on to the next color. So we have another another thing of yellow. And I'm going to actually dump it into Marquee Red, which I know I'm going to love that. Like this is an easy one. I have a little bit of red in here left. And what I'm doing is working on trying to come up with a background color, because you know how I like my bright colors just peeking through my top coats. Great to know you fail at times, just not as often as the rest of us. So, Kathy, yeah, of course I do. Of course I try things. I'm experimental. I like to just give it a shot. So right now I am just pouring the yellow into this. This is only about a third full, this Marquee. And this is the bright yellow pigment. We have a fire starter, which is a bright orange. But for those of you that may not have it or don't want to buy the orange, maybe you have the pigment or you want to try the pigment. DIY has those available. They will be very soon. So I have this and I'm just going to stir it up. What I also need to learn about my pigments is how much to put in it.
Getting that everywhere.
Am I really? Gosh darn it.
Is flying
Gosh darn it. Abby, move. Abby, move. Good girl. Good girl. Let me get my apron. Good girl. Okay, sorry.
Pam Dudley would like to know, when will the pigments be available?
Any day now. The only thing holding them up is her packaging that she's waiting on. And the retailers will get them first, and you'll be able to purchase from a retailer. She sent me home with some samples, and so this is definitely enhancing my Marquee Red just the way I wanted it to. Before they came out with Firestarter, I mixed up a color with our Bohemian Blue and our Marquee and called it Firecracker. Of course, the actual color now is Firestarter, but this has more red in it. I'm adding a little water to it too, just to thin it. I've had my wonderful friend Amy Sadler on here from Chateau Sheet DIY. And she is, you guys, I've mentioned her so many times. She is the pigment mica queen that has helped me so much.
Penny asked, how will you know how much pigment to use?
I'll just play. It's all an experiment. Since this is just on the base coat, I just wanted the red, but I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. And since I use orange all the time, I was just thinking this might be something a little bit different. The water lily and the yellow was just more for my experimentation. I just kind of wanted to see if I could get what that would turn into. But since it's not an ugly color, but it's more like a farmhouse color. And Lord knows we're not going for that.
Yeah.
Yes, Amy Sadler, that's right, Lolly. Thank you.
Rob would like to know how many pigment colors will be released.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell that. I know the answer, and Rob, I apologize. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I know I'm allowed to mention them. I'm not going to break any rules, even for those of you that I love so much. So it's just a little bit brighter. Got that bright yellow in there, and I'm just going to jump in and start putting it on the base coat of this. Since my ultimate goal is to have shades of turquoise, we'll probably use black wax.
Any old school?
Nope, no pigments old school.
What about little black dress?
Nope, we're not doing black pigments. You pick pigments that enhance other colors, you guys.
What about
bright colors?
What about linen?
Where is my
white linen?
Nope. Why would we do white linen?
I don't know. Kind of cool.
All right, let me get a big brush. Let's go for it.
I mean, theoretically, old school will dial it down a little bit, right?
Yeah, but why would I want to dial it down? These are, honey, you want to use a mica to enhance your colors.
What if you have a color that's like too bright, and you're like, whoa, I need to dial it back?
No, you just save it and you don't use it for this project, and you use something different.
Well, what if you
don't dial back?
What if you don't have any other paint and you've got to get the project done?
You're trying to come up with things that aren't making sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
In my head, it makes perfect sense.
It doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm pouring it out, guys.
Kimberly Cohn, what is the turquoise wax?
The turquoise wax. It's called Shipwrecked. Look at it. So good. So good. It's called Shipwrecked Finishing Wax. It gives everything a verdigris, and we will be using this on the whole piece, over the turquoise and all those grooves. We're going to have so much fun with this makeover. Y'all excited? I am. I was super thrilled to get this piece started. I tried to get it started Wednesday, but man, we had such a crazy Wednesday. It just didn't happen yet. Okay. All right. So I have the orange and then the red that I made with the yellow. So it's a little bit brighter than a traditional marquee. I'm going to actually spray this first because I want a very thin coat. And those of you that are just popping on, this is not an old piece of furniture, guys. This is not an antique. You don't need to send me anything that is mean or say anything that's not very nice, that I'm hurting anything. This is just a piece that's about 20 years old that nobody else wanted, guys. So I'm just hoping to give it a new look, okay?
We have Tina on here. She says, hey, first time live with you guys. Been watching your videos for a few weeks now. I feel like I'm part of the family.
You are!
Been
Tina is!
Been using your techniques to paint a chest of drawers for my bedroom. Well, welcome.
Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're on live. And I hope that I've inspired you to paint something and have fun with it. Take some risks. Because I love furniture so much, I believe in trying to create one-of-a-kind pieces that you can't find in a showroom, a store, mass production. So contrary to what someone might think, that I actually hate furniture because I paint it, I actually love it.
Debbie Heminger, Gavin? LOL, husbands try our patience, don't they? I think she's talking about you and me.
I don't know.
I think so.
Oh, probably. When you were ornery about the color.
Yeah, I think so.
He has a thing about black and old gray. He thinks everything should be black and gray, but he knows me well enough to know that's not happening.
Pam Dudley, hey, my husband Tim Dudley is watching. Well, hello, Tim. Welcome to the family.
Hey, welcome. We're glad you're here. Miss Pam Dudley, beautiful soul. Love her. You got a good one, mister. You got a good one there with that Pam Dudley.
Janae says, help. Why are you painting that? Psych. Paint it, please. I'm begging you.
Thank you, Janae. Nobody wanted it. So ultimately, this piece is going to be turquoise. We're just putting the thin base coats. These colors will peek out. This is going to be the color. You're going to see that deep, rich, authentic turquoise color that we call Old 57. Christy, good night, sweetheart. We'll talk to you later.
Rohini, she is, she's got it figured out. I think she's got the key to the kingdom, honey. You want to know why?
Who?
Rohini.
Why? Why?
She's using and buying old school right now. She knows what's going on.
Well, it's a great color. It's a great color.
Fantastic.
I have used it on several pieces. Another new one that I tried, everybody, I tried mixing black with navy and created a really great midnight blue with our Hey Sailor in our black velvet. So if you're also looking for something different, that is another great way to go. You could also take blue pigment and put it in the black if you didn't have Hey Sailor.
Yes, Rohini, you are in the Cool Kids Club now. I don't know if you know it, but I am the president of the Cool Kids Club.
Oh, Lord.
We have secret meetings, so I'll be looking for the secret email. It's invisible, so you have to pay really close attention to see it. That's how secret it is. Danny Lyons, Dionne.
Hi, how are you?
She is. Yeah.
How are you, sweetie?
She said, "Did I miss it? Where did you get your inspiration from for this one?"
I don't have any inspiration from this one other than my own imagination. I did not do any kind of photo. I just, because of the hardware, I'm actually using it as my own inspiration. When it has big chunky bronze like this, I just, thank you, Dana, on Instagram, because it has this beautiful medallion and all this nail head trim. Turquoise just goes so well with it. It's such a beautiful combination. So it's inspiring it by all on its own.
Cheryl says, "I've been trying to get in that club forever." Well, Cheryl, now you know.
Cheryl.
All you got to do is go get you some old school and you're in.
Cheryl's been here a long time. She deserves to be in too, Matthew.
Well, okay. Just have her get some old school, post that she got some, and then I will send her the magical invisible email.
Matthew, since my birthday's tomorrow, do you have my present?
Nope.
Why?
It hasn't come in yet.
Did you wait too late to order it? Or go shopping?
I didn't go shopping.
Didn't go to the store either, did you?
Well, you sent me exactly what you wanted.
And
it was an order item only. They did not have it in store.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Positive, because I looked.
Huh.
Because I had to put in my location to see if there was one near me, and they didn't have it in store. Well, they did, but not in your size. So I ordered it, and it will not be here tomorrow.
Wait, I thought you tried to order something and it was out of stock.
I did. I waited too long. The first item you sent me.
Look how gorgeous this is already. Even though we're not leaving it red, guys, this is just a base coat. Yeah, he waited too late, guys. He waited a week, and then when he went to order it, it was out of stock.
It was out of stock, and I had to go to Dionne and say, "Honey, it's not in stock anymore. I waited too long." And she said, "Not a problem. I will send you something else because I have a shopping cart full of items that I would like to have."
Matching moo-moo, says Crystal. Wrong again, child. Wrong.
Rob says, "Matt doesn't seem to be a planner. He needs an assistant."
Girl, what? I know, honey. But you know what? He waited too long. I was a little disappointed, but I had asked for this particular dress. It was a splurge. And I sent it to him and said, "I really love this, but I wouldn't buy it for myself. But, if you want to get this for my birthday, I would love that," because he asked me. So he's better if I give him ideas, right? So I picked out a different dress. I love dresses, you guys. I have about 40 of them. I love them. I'm more comfortable in them. I like the ones that don't really touch me. I like to wear moo-moo style dresses, don't I, Matt?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Devin, so you started with fire starter and then the red
No.
with the pigment?
No. I mean, yes. Huh. Pam, sorry. Fire starter is on my tray, and then I took the marquee and added the pigment because I wanted to play with the yellow. I just wanted to see. So this marquee is a little bit brighter than what it normally is, but I had so many product samples I wanted to play around with them. So we are putting turquoise over this, and who knows what else. I don't know. You guys give me suggestions. Should I do something in these panels, or is it just already so busy and so beautiful that it doesn't need anything except just paint? Or you may have to answer that in another date because it's kind of hard to tell right now, isn't it? Because this is just a base coat.
Looks like it's on fire.
Well, I always put my bright colors underneath because I love, love, love the way they poke out and they peak. And they just create so much interest in pieces if they're not like all one tone. I just can't do that, guys. It has to go through the ugly, awkward stage for it to become an art piece. You have to embrace it, understand it, and don't run away from it.
Joe, looks like Joe Fall.
Hi.
What brush are you using?
So this brush is my favorite. This is the Turquoise Iris brush, and it's called the VIP. It's 6 inches and very well made. The wood handle, the copper framing, and it's wonderful for base coats. I also use it with my canvas work, and then it's great for dry brushing as well on a piece of furniture. But I have about 5 or 6 of these, and they're always dirty.
Yeah, we went and picked this piece up, and
Thank you, guys.
even from the pictures,
Oh,
John
what I have. I love Johnny Watts.
John was like,
Johnny Watts.
I have to have this. And I said, we already have some armoires. And she says, but none of them have this piece. And she was referring to the center medallion. So we went and picked it up, and she's like, oh, I cannot wait to get started on this. I already have a plan for this. It
Turquoise, without a doubt. Like as soon as I saw this, I knew this piece had to be turquoise. Now, that doesn't always happen, but Matt and Holden were real happy about lifting it into the back of the truck. They were pumped. How do I clean my brushes? I use soap and water. Since this is a clay-based DIY, it washes up very easily with water.
Hello, Allison.
All right. I'm going to need a smaller brush to get down in here behind this medallion so I don't get any paint on it. I'm already excited by the contrast. It's a great brush, efficient and smooth. Papa and Lolly last name, please. Oh. Irma, are the antibiotics helping? Oh, what's wrong with Irma? Irma sick? All right. McManus is their last name. Irene McManus, which is Papa Mac from his last name. I was telling them I had the honor of seeing Miss Irene's artwork. Remember, Matthew? We got to look at.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Papa Mac sent me an email.
Yeah,
I told her
it was
she
awesome.
should be a little bit more brave with sharing her work.
Elisa Dixon, could you use the pieces separately?
I don't think so. This piece, as you can see now that I've raised it up, it has a very top. It has a very heavy, big header. I don't think that you'd want to do that. And the other one is a little bit too wide for it to stand alone, like it's too deep. I think it would look a little awkward. I'm going to get this top part. So Matthew, when it's my birthday tomorrow, are you going to sing to me?
I will. I will sing in my moo-moo.
No, I don't want you in your
First thing in the morning, you will be serenaded.
Are you going to make me breakfast? I don't want you to wear the moo-moo.
I will be in my moo-moo.
Like, that's just going to make me laugh.
Nothing on underneath.
Okay.
Making breakfast.
Okay.
Singing happy birthday like Marilyn Monroe. That sounded weird. Let me take that back.
I think it all sounds weird.
I will not be singing Marilyn Monroe in a moo-moo. That would sound weird.
All of it sounds weird, man.
Yeah, it does. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That's probably an image that you will never get out of your head.
Oh. Guys, I slept 11 hours last night. Can I just tell you that? 11 hours. This girl needed some sleep and needed to catch up.
Janet from another planet. Dionne's birthday usually lasts about a month.
Yep.
Not a week.
Usually so. It didn't though this time. Normally we have more family gatherings than we have had. So like his mom normally would have had us over for dinner, but this time she just brought over the gift. You know, like everything's still a little different with family gatherings. But we went to my mom's last night. Michelle, actually it started when Michelle brought me my flowers last week for my birthday. She brought me 40 tulips. 40 tulips from Farm Girl Flowers.
Delisa Dixon says, I saw somewhere where they flipped a wardrobe upside down and it was such a great idea.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a cool thing to do. This one's really neat the way that it opens. Just, you know, the medallion obviously stays on the one side. Like that.
Charlotte says, do you ever have trouble with bleeding through with the wood?
Sorry, I was reading on Instagram. What did you say, sweetie?
Charlotte, do you ever have trouble with bleed through with the wood?
No, I never have trouble with bleed through. Never, ever. But you have to remember the way that I paint. I paint in layers. I paint with DIY paint. It's very highly pigmented. And I always have at least 3 layers, multiple colors. And so if it did bleed through, I'm not sure I'd even know.
Yeah.
But we have a stain blocker. Like DIY makes a blocker that you can put on the piece. I just never used it because I haven't needed it. But I hear it works really well. And it's from DIY. It's called, I thought I had some over there. I don't, but I sell it.
Suzanne, will you paint the inside or leave as is?
I will leave as is on this one. The last one I did, I painted the inside, but that was only because it was for the Turquoise Iris journal. And I have to decide if I'm going to do a piece for that journal or if I'm just going to stick to artwork this time. I may be running out of time. We have Mr. Gavin going to be featured in the issue 3 of the Turquoise Iris journal. Gavin is moving this week, but he has promised me a video and
They're saying Salvation Solution.
yes, that's it, Salvation Solution. That is a wonderful product. I've just never even used it because I don't need to. Right now, I'm just kind of working to get this color. It's a combination of the fire starter and the marquee. You can see my palette, you all. I'm loading my brush simultaneously. And today, guys, after this weekend, boy, it feels like spring. Boy, it reminded me of spring is coming. You know how I am about the cold, so I'm energetic already. I'm excited for this week. We're going to get up to 78 degrees this week for a couple of days, aren't we?
Yes, for a
A couple
few.
of days, then it'll go back down. I'm excited about this piece, guys. We're going to call it something to do with a traditional, but not traditional turquoise piece. We're going to have to start a new series this spring. You know how summer we always do under. Strange.
Miss.
My
I don't know how to
apologies.
say it. Is the paint good for fake wood? Sometimes there are different materials for the insects or deterioration of older pieces. I would say DIY works on any type of wood.
Any type of surface, it sticks because it's clay. It's extremely hard, and it will stick to just about anything.
Carolyn says they got to 38 today, 38 degrees, above freezing.
Wow, girl. I'm glad to hear that. Spring is coming. Every summer we do a series for furniture having to do with outdoor, beachy, carnival. We still have to do our spread love piece. It's still in the garage. I still want to bring it on here for you guys, and we'll do a giveaway and let you guys start nominating people. We've just had other things come up, and we haven't been able to do that. But we still have that piece called A Beautiful Mess, and we're going to give it to one of you guys, or let you guys nominate who we're going to give it to. We'll do that very soon. We just keep having other things come up that we keep having to push it back. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Good night, Alice.
Good night, Alice. I think I'm about to sign off too. These allergies are trying to kick my rear. So far, we're doing well, aren't we? I want to bring you in. I just don't know what's going on with this. My apologies. Something's really odd today. It's always for a short time. Are there any questions before we go? Our wax that we used on this medallion is the verdigris. Dana, it is. It is the Turquoise Iris 6-inch VIP brush. You are not mistaken. That's exactly what it is. Right, Danielle? So I've got training tomorrow, training all day Wednesday, but I will be here Wednesday night. We are off to a beautiful start. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Janae. What are your plans for your birthday? Danny Lyons, sister, I am going to work all day long. Might make it to a ball game in the afternoon, late afternoon, evening, depending, but hoping to do that. Anybody has any other questions right now? Thank you for the birthday wishes. I think it is going to be as well. I'm going to do several shades of blue. We're going to have this be the main color with the bold reddish fire red coming through it. But you know what? What I often find when you paint a piece of furniture, it actually highlights all the architecture and pulls it out and pops it right out at you. When it's dark brown, it's so hard to see. Oh, bless you, Abigail. Sorry. Yep. There it is again. That's 4. You got anything else? We went out to dinner tonight, but we will probably, are you going to make me dinner, they asked?
I can. I'll make you whatever you want. But usually for her birthday, we go out to eat, or she wants me to go get something.
Yeah.
Lolly told me to be good to you tomorrow.
Be good to me. Be good, Matthew.
That's what she said, and I'm like, Lolly, don't tell me what to do.
Thank you. She does have allergies too. Sweet thing. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. This is so much fun. I can't wait to keep going with this piece. We'll come up with more colors, more names, more things. Can you paint a stone top? I would not paint a marble top. It probably depends on how porous it is. If you put a really good sealer on it, you definitely could do it. Definitely. That's over on Instagram. Everybody take care. Have a wonderful Monday. I hope that you jump into Monday with a smile on your face and a grateful heart. That is sure to set you up for a good day. Everybody, we'll see you later.
See ya.
Good night.